take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kerryon Johnson, 32 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Mason Crosby.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 23-yard run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He's taken down.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 16 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First down, Raiders.
Seven, our score after 1.
Tied 7-7.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2.
On the pickup, brings up second and 2.
to toss it out right to Johnson. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Third down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Ready? 95-56.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to
Rob Gronkowski taking it in. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
It's hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Gurley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
John Franklin.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Panthers 21, Raiders 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Kerryon Johnson.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, the pick on the opening drive. Second into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Gurley. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. To throw, it's Brady. They'll set up the screen with Davis. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On play action, it's Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up
now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The final shot before half for Breeze. His throw incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with McFarland. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Anthony McFarland, the ball.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll run with McFarland. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And out. It's
more space to maneuver at the 40. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders get a score closer. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over to 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Matt Milano.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
A chance to run here for Golladay. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
From midfield, here's Brady. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Gurley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 28.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with Davis. Down right around the 25.
Mike Davis.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down. Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They run. It's Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Complete.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On third and long, it's Breeze. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 84 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. He had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another carry now for Gurley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And so Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 31-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
At the 29-yard
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
At the 13-yard line.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
55, mark out, 55. Watch the screen.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Raider 1st down.
Breeze now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Carolina, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby,